Sure, here's a terrifying true horror story that isn't on YouTube. The Silent Stalker. In 2013, a woman named Elena moved into a small rental house in upstate New York. It was old but charming, surrounded by woods, with only one neighbor about a mile away. The landlord offered her a great deal, probably because no one had rented it for years. She found that odd, but she didn't ask questions. From the first night, strange things happened. The sounds of faint footsteps echoed in the house, even when she was alone. Doors would be slightly ajar when she was sure she had closed them. At first, she blamed her own forgetfulness, but things escalated. One evening, while brushing her teeth, she caught something in the mirror, a dark figure standing in the hallway behind her. She spun around, nothing, but the air felt wrong, thick with the scent of damp wood and something rotten. Then, the scratching began. At night, she would hear faint, deliberate scratching coming from the walls, sometimes whispering, like someone breathing words just beyond her comprehension. She called the landlord. His reaction was strange. He hesitated and then said, "I'll send someone to check it out." The next day a man showed up, a handyman, mid-50s, looking nervous. He knocked on the walls, checked the vents, then suddenly turned pale. He stepped back and muttered, "Get out of this house." Elena, confused and scared, demanded to know why. The handyman refused to say anything, but that night she heard something different. Instead of scratching, it was shuffling. Inside the walls. She couldn't take it anymore. She called the police, telling them someone might be living inside her house. When they arrived, they started knocking on the walls and floors. Eventually they pried open a section of drywall in her bedroom. Behind it they found a hidden crawl space. Inside was a small filthy mattress, empty food wrappers, a rusted knife, and dozens of photos of Elena, sleeping, sitting on her couch, taken from inside the house. The police never found whoever had been living there. The landlord refused to talk about it. Elena moved out immediately, but for years after she felt like she was still being watched. Because in her new apartment, miles away, she started hearing scratching again.